There are really many approaches to why someone would come and want to do psychedelics and experience that, what that session, the purpose of that and the intention with that would be. But I've got a couple of primary avenues that those fall into. They're kind of the same, but the approach may be a little bit different. And a lot of people are looking to, higher states of performance, human potential, and stuff like that. Then there's a whole nother category, which is to heal, and we're not generally looking to heal from pleasant experiences. We're looking to heal from challenging experiences and sometimes, very traumatic, adverse childhood experiences like, physical abuse or sexual abuse or something like that. It could also even just be, traumatic experiences to the body as an adult, from a surgery. Or let's say, a woman has had a hysterectomy, and how do we approach that to help them reconnect to their body? Certainly, if that is what we want to do, that's totally fine. And I've handled a lot of cases like that, and it does mean that I've got to be careful that I have them move through it and not hang out in there and stick to it or re-traumatize them. The point is to connect to the good parts and to release the parts of their belief system or other things that have gone on in the body and move past that. There are some experiences, they're not super common, but they're common enough to talk about, which is that sometimes it can be really destabilizing and scary. And there can be some sense of what's real and what's not real, or am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna come back? Have I lost my mind? And it's interesting because in some ways, what we're wanting to do is to lose part of our mind. We are wanting to, downregulate some particular thing that's going on and upregulate in other things. So in that, what's important to notice or to remember is that there are very low risks to the use of psilocybin. And no matter what, generally someone is gonna come back. They're gonna come back from some whatever, it's just a matter of time. So during that time, sometimes I'm just sitting there holding space. I'm just waiting and directing them back and directing them back, sometimes multiple times a minute. You're okay. You don't need help. Keep breathing, keep breathing. One of the things that we need to do in order to not be afraid of what comes up in somebody else's experience is to not be afraid of what may come up in our own experience. And if we can do that, then we can hold space. And if we can do that, we will be able to hold a level of gravity that a person can tether themselves to, and they can find their way back. And I have had some, people that have had challenging experiences. I've had people, kick me in the face or bite me or different things like that. And, no matter what, everyone comes back. Everyone has come back. So it can feel like a crisis. It can feel like, destabilizing and oh my gosh. And on some rare occasions, it can shake somebody up for a month or two or longer. And what's going on is, we are, creating some space in those neural pathways and what we believe and what we thought we knew. And it takes a while for them to settle back in.